Texas. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the Mounties of Sacramento and the Houston Oilers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the play.
Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wildcard weekend on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now left side on the swing pass. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
The 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And Graham on the ground. Touchdown! A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Oilers will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 11 now. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Sacramento.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think,
pressure comes, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape, it didn't exist.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
Yards on the play. And it's third down.
They'll look to throw. And he is caught. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. A
misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Alexander. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Mounties have got it back to within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
A try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston set to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play.
but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Oilers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, some strong running.
And he returns this to the 22.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's a quick throw call out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This to Graham on the short pass. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This to Graham on the short pass. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. first down. They'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll drop to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
His blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference, because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Another
this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They're going to look to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play act.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Oilers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to Ellison to the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Nice move at the 40. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Pressure, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 23. And now out comes Houston. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Oilers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
45 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
First down, Mounties.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
16 yards. First down.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
16 yards, a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 29-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a